Trying to get this thing started. We can't even get this thing started. All right. Yes, episode 64, Highlight a Podcast. We have Cam is with us, and we got a special guest with us today. Another special guest, another special voice on the episode, on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? My man, well, it's actually me and Cam's, more so Cam's, but I affiliation as well. Our homeboy Dillion, you know what I'm saying? Dillion, you there?
I appreciate you for having me up on this podcast today, man. You know, I like to spit my ism that I got going on, man, you know. So it's just a blessing just to be up here with you two guys, my fellow brothers.
No doubt, bro. Glad to have you. Whitley is not here yet. Don't know why, but she will come shortly. How you been, man? How y'all been? Dylan, Cam, how y'all boys been, man?
Nigga, you know how I've been. I've been working and going to school.
Yeah, man, I've been good, man. Just sticking on the working stuff, man, with this detailing. That's
about it. Working on the cars?
Yeah, man, still doing that. So right now I'm at this kind of high line dealership. So, you know, messing around with these Lamborghinis, C8s, stuff like that, G-Wagons and shit.
I like that.
Yeah, it's cool, man. I mean, it's cool, man. The detailing business is a cool job. It just depends on who you work for, if you're working for yourself. So I just put it like that, you know. That's with any job, really. If it's something that you love and you like, that you're going to go for it, then you're going to mess with it. But if you can do it yourself, I feel like it'll be a better opportunity, but you got to go through the trials and tribulations. So when you're working with somebody, then you get to learn the trials and tribulations. So when you started by yourself, you got to go through them trials and tribulations.
Shit, trials and tribulations. God damn it.
Yes, dude.
Nah, man, we got topics today. We got a whole list of topics from last episode that comes on this episode. So we just gonna keep it pushing. Dylan, you the new voice on the pod. Which topic you want to get into first?
Man, let's get on this Lou Williams, man.
Oh, my boys. Oh, no, not Lemon Pepper Lou. That boy that retired.
Yeah, man.
Boy Lou, man.
Y'all think he a Hall of Famer?
Of course.
He better be.
He's
bro, that nigga got 3 6 Man of the Years, bro. He going to the Hall of Fame. He might not be first ballot.
I would, in my opinion, yeah, I would give him Hall of Famer just off of the 6 man stuff that he did. But it's kind of like a iffy situation because it could lean either way. Like, I feel like he's on the borderline just off of the 6 man, yeah. But it's a lot more that he could have achieved before he went out.
Yeah, he could have got a ring.
Well, I mean, he can't do that himself, especially if you known for being the 6 man of the year. Like, you ain't finna change. You ain't finna be a championship. You are not finna be the missing piece to a championship team being a 6 man.
Yeah, what the fuck do you mean? Yes, you are. Well, so the bench just doesn't exist? The starting five don't play the whole 48 minutes.
Lou Williams is the 6 man of the year. Like, he's
three times 6 man of the year. He could have went to a contender.
And no ring.
Could have went to a contender. He ain't played for no contenders like that. He played for the Clippers.
Yeah, that's the only year he had the contender with the Clippers.
Well, to answer your question, I feel like he will be Hall of Famer. He may not be first ballot, unfortunately, but he will be in the Hall of Fame.
So let me ask you, what put you to vote for Lou Williams to be a Hall of Famer?
See, I'm not, in terms of stats and in terms of the statute of limitations to be a Hall of Famer, I can't answer that correctly. I'm saying that Lou Williams is a Hall of Famer just off of his contributions off the bench, which no other player is known in the league for, and he changed the culture in basketball.
So if you say Lou Williams, then do you say Jamal Crawford then as a Hall of Famer?
Yes.
Shit. Did we have this conversation? No, I can't. No, I can't do that.
You ain't gonna put Jamal Crawford in the Hall of Fame?
I mean,
you gotta think about it because he won 3. He won. I think if not 3, 4 times 6 man of the year.
Yeah, he got 6 man of the years on his belt.
A couple of them. And I think he got a ring.
With who?
I don't know if he got a ring or not.
Let me double check real quick.
I don't know about that last man, but
He might though.
I mean, it's hard to have these conversations, right? Because when you think of these players who, from a baller aspect, is like top tier with the rest of the names we would name, but when we talk about the actual status quo for what makes you a Hall of Famer, I don't think Lou Williams or Jamal Crawford meets those. Though they meet that criteria.
Fact. So what makes you? So what do you think makes you a Hall of Famer? So because I see a lot of people say a Hall of Famer. People say a lot of Hall of Famers will be off of just the championship that they win. They won a championship or they won this, but more particular is just the championship.
I mean, I think what makes you a Hall of Famer is when we think of your name, we think of how you changed said team that you were with in terms of organization.
Nope.
So Lou Williams and Jamal.
It all comes down to hardware.
Lou Williams and Jamal Crawford are dope, huh?
It comes down to hardware and selections. So it comes down. Okay, so you might not win MVP, but how many All-Star selections did you have, or how many All-NBA teams did you make, whether it be first, second, or third team? Shit like that. Like how many all defensive teams did you make? Shit like that. That's what they really going off of. Like, I mean, it kind of plays in the stats and shit like that, but championships plays a big role too. But it's a bigger. I'm gonna be real. If you think about it, a lot of niggas make it into the Hall of Fame that should be in the Hall of Fame, bro.
So Lou Williams retiring after 17 years has left the game being the all-time leading scorer off the bench.
And longevity. He has longevity. He played 17 seasons. Longevity.
Well, longevity doesn't get you in the Hall of Fame. I think being an all-time leading something, period, will get you in the Hall of Fame. So being an all-time leading scorer off the bench, Lou Williams is definitely in the Hall of Fame for that.
All right, so take away all LeBron's positive stats, right? All of his positive stuff that he leads in, but then just put up how he leads the league, like career and turnovers and shit like that. You think he making a Hall of Fame off of that shit?
Wait, you said take away all his positive stats?
Yeah, so like how he's the all-time leading scorer in the NBA. I think he, all his youngest players to do this and that and all that shit, right? But just put up his negative shit of him, like he's the all-time leader in turnovers. I think that's right. It's either him or John Stockton, one of the two. But and shit like that, and put his finals losses.
Well, see, that's the part where you're gonna be surprised, and everybody who listens to this will be surprised. But LeBron, to me, makes the Hall of Fame for not necessarily the finals appearances, but someone did say that he is, I think, if not one of the only players to get a championship in three different teams. I think that's very legendary. I think it's very legendary, and also from an Eastern Conference standpoint, the fact that you win the finals 8 times in a row, pretty impressive. That means you were the Eastern Conference champion for 8 years in a row. I think that's pretty impressive.
I mean, I feel you, but Jordan did that for 6, but he never lost. LeBron lost in them 8 times,
and
we're talking about the Hall of Fame. So what I'm saying is, LeBron. You're saying take the negative stats off, right? We're taking the positive stats off. I'm looking at different stats. So what I'm saying is LeBron going to the Eastern Conference, because you're the finals. We shouldn't do this. I'm going to do this for LeBron's sake. But if we just cut out the East and the West and we ain't talking about the finals, we're talking about who is the king of said conference, whose era is it? When it came to the East, LeBron owned the East his whole career. So I mean, everywhere he went, he was the favorite. So I think that definitely makes him a Hall of Famer, because he was the East. I mean, once his ass came to the West, and when he faces other teams in the West, that's a different conversation.
I feel like he was only the best in the East because he was always teamed up with somebody else. So the first year, you seen what LeBron did when he got drafted by the Cavaliers. He never showed up in the 4th. You guys, it was okay. It was all right, couple seasons. Then you had to leave, and then you went and messed around with D-Wade. That's when you started getting your shine with D-Wade and Chris Bosh. Then you go back to Cleveland, like it was gonna be all love. It was all love because you came back home though, but you went back home because you had Kyrie sitting there. So when you went back home, it was like, all right, I'm not just going back home. It's gonna be all on me again. You got Kyrie, so everywhere he went, he had some role players or some stars with him. So I feel like that's what made me like. That's why I like LeBron, but I'm not a LeBron fan because of what he's always running to a super team or trying to run for some help.
So let me ask you this, Kes. So you said all right, so you get rid of the conferences, right? You get rid of the East and you get rid of the West, right?
Mm-hmm.
Majority of the time, the team that had the best record in the league was in the West. So will you really give him that crown of being the best if, you know, in a lot of those years that towards the back end, you know what I'm saying? That man wasn't necessarily the number one seed coming out of the Eastern Conference. Like, they beat the number one seed. So I guess you could use it as, okay, well, you know, they toppled the number one seed. So, you know, he's king of the East, yada, yada, yada. But if you take the conferences out of it and you go off of just which team was better, like, I mean, Bron's team, like, falls, like, 4th, 5th in, you know, the overall standings.
Before LeBron James really made an impact in the league, the West has historically, I mean, aside from...
always been better.
Yeah, aside from the Boston Celtics, the West is the more dominant team of the NBA. So, you know, when we talk about LeBron and we talk about what he stands for in the Hall of Fame, we can easily look at all the things he's done wrong, all the things he's lost to make him not. But if we highlight what he represents when he was in the East, he was the beast of the East. I don't know who is that? What's his name? The beast of the East. That was his nickname before. What was his name? He played for the Pistons. Ben Wallace. There we go. Rasheed Wallace. My bad. Rasheed Wallace. Excuse me.
No,
Ben
I
Wallace.
think he was right. It was Ben.
No, it's not. No, it's Rasheed Wallace.
The beast of the East?
Yeah, Rasheed Wallace, right?
I don't. Bro, Rasheed ain't got no MVPs, no nothing, bro. So I don't know about that.
Who is the beast of the East? NBA. Hold on. NBA nickname. Who is that?
I think it was a team. I don't think that was a person.
Yes, it was.
Billups. Chauncey Billups.
Chauncey. It was Chauncey Billups. Yeah.
Chauncey Billups was on that team, right? Chauncey Billups was on that Pistons team, right?
On that Pistons team, bro.
You gotta remember, Billups.
Chauncey Billups made up that Pistons.
I was about to say.
Really, that whole team was just made for perfection.
He was just scoring like for that team.
He was their point guard. He was
Rasheed and Ben was just
they're bruisers and enforcers, defensive anchors, along with Tayshaun Prince and Rip Hamilton. But yeah, I mean, in all honesty though, what LeBron did has nothing to do with Lou Williams making the Hall of Fame. Me personally, I think he should make it.
Okay. Yes, it was.
He's going down as one of the greatest 6 men of all time. So he should be in the Hall of Fame.
And that's what I'm saying. Like that's really what I'm getting to. Like I would think Lou Williams would be in the Hall of Fame because it's, you know, no one really. He's known for being the sixth man. He has led the points all time in 6 men or coming off the bench. So I mean, that is a stat that no one really looks at. But if we look at that stat, that's Lou Williams. I mean, shit, they were even saying at one point they should change the name, change 6 Men of the Year to the Lou Williams trophy.
Yeah, I'll be down with that shit.
I'm saying,
I mean, they changed the Western Conference. Well, they made Western Conference and Eastern Conference final MVPs.
This the only reason why I feel like he shouldn't be a fucking Hall of Famer is because he only got 3-time NBA 6 Man of the Year, 15, 18, and 19. Other than that, everything else he got was college or right before college.
He got no All-Star appearances.
No, like
no All NBA teams.
No.
Okay, yeah, it might be.
That's why I feel like he only got first team parade All American 2005, third team parade All American 2004, Jordan Brand crashed in 2005, Nike Hoops.
You got to remember, this isn't just NBA Hall of Fame. This is basketball Hall of Fame. So they go through your entire basketball career.
Yeah, but so that's what I'm saying. So he only got first team parade All-American 2005, third team parade All-American 2004, Jordan Brand Classic 2005, Nike Hoop Summit 2005, McDonald's All-American 2005, and then Mr. Georgia Basketball 2005. So 2005 year was his year.
Oh, he was Mr. Georgia.
But other than that, it was you ain't hear nothing about Lou Williams until 2015, 18, and fucking 19.
Lou was down there in Atlanta balling out.
And that was the 2015 year.
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, honestly, it goes down to who votes the man, the basketball community that votes the man.
Don't get me wrong, man. Lou Williams is a hell of a great player, man. I like him as a player. I love him, man. Don't get me wrong. He's a hell of a hooper, but to put him in the Hall of Fame, no. Because if that's the case, it's a lot more people you can put in the Hall of Fame way before him.
Who?
Before Lou Williams? Like, you talking about, like, coming off the bench wise, or you mean just, like, period?
Yeah, because, I mean, ain't nobody that's in that 15 to 20 year mark who's retiring that deserves this type of conversation for Hall of Fame.
Oh.
The only other person is Carmelo, but he's still weighing his options.
Nah, Carmelo retired.
Yeah, he retired.
It's over.
Yeah, he done.
He retired? Well.
Oh, Udonis Haslem.
Udonis Haslem?
Yes.
Hall of Fame?
Yes.
So do y'all remember Roy Jones that played for Portland?
Yeah.
That had the knee injuries?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Roy Jones or Brandon Roy?
Brandon Roy.
Yeah. But Udonis Haslem, bro, that nigga got 4 championships. Nigga, what? Hold on now. Look up Udonis Haslem's stats real quick. Yeah, that nigga going to the Hall of Fame. And he got a 20-year career. Longevity.
Championship.
He got 3-time NBA championship, NBA rookie second team All-American, third team All-American, 2-time first team all SEC, 2-time third team All SCE. Like, come on, he in there,
bro. That nigga's basketball career was
and that's just off. And fuck the college shit, bro. We just talking about NBA All Rookie second team 2004. The 3-time NBA championship 2006, 2012, 2013.
Oh, okay, he too.
Lou only got one thing.
Well, see, here's the thing. I think it comes down to these gentlemen are all going to be in the Hall of Fame. I think it comes down to the first ballot, second ballot.
Lou is not a first ballot Hall of Famer, but he will be in the Hall of Fame.
I mean, I think all these names will be in the Hall of Fame, but I think the question is the first ballot. Like, that's where it comes down to. Will Lou Williams be a first ballot Hall of Fame? I could say yes, because he's done something that he's leading in the league of something that he's leading in the league that no one else is doing. You know what I'm saying? So I could see him being first ballot for that.
I say no, because Jamal Crawford did the same shit he did. So I don't feel like they both first ballot. I feel like not first ballot, but they for sure can get in there just off of the 6-man shit they did done.
That's true. I agree.
That's just how I feel. In my opinion, I feel like that. Just because they did blank, I'm not taking nothing from them. But for you to win 6-man, Jamal Crawford won that shit back-to-back 3 years. For you to do that is hella hard. Especially when you're going to get somebody like Lou Williams.
True. That's true.
All right, so this is going to segue a little bit, since Whitley isn't here and we can talk about sports like that.
Talk about these trades, man.
Huh?
These trades?
Oh, yeah, man. So, what you think about the fucking shit? What you think about Chris Paul getting sent off, man?
Oh, you said trades. Oh.
Yeah, trades. So, Chris Paul has went to the Warriors. Jordan Poole is out. Chris Paul is in. What else? Damian Lillard.
Do you think he's gonna go to the Heat?
I
just seen Jimmy Butler post that nigga music. So that's giving me some hints, like, or some clues, like, hey man, he might be coming.
That's funny as hell. Nah, I mean, it's funny, right? Because Damian Lillard was so headstrong about staying with the team that he was with and winning a championship with them. So the fact that he's talking about leaving now, I'm not mad at it, but I understand that, you trying to, you want to get a ring, dog. I ain't mad at you.
Oh, that shit ain't real, bro. About that nigga, goddamn. Niggas blowing that out of proportion. He was just listening to a song.
They talk?
Yeah, Portland just shut down all trade talks.
Oh. Man.
That was like 3 days ago. They just shut down all trade talks with Dame. So if anything was gonna happen, it would have happened. But it might still happen, like midway through the season or some shit. Never know. But where y'all think this man Zion finna go? Because he wasn't supposed to be a Pelican after Thursday. But I ain't heard no shit happen with him.
What you mean he ain't supposed to be a Pelican?
They said, bro, was it the GM or the owner came out and said that Zion would not be a Pelican by Thursday or after Thursday.
See, that's that bullshit. That's that bullshit. You want to know why?
Why?
Because we covered it. This heifer is doing too damn much.
Oh yeah, you saw this bitch tattooed on her fucking face. Put that nigga name on her face, bro. That bitch wild.
She's out of line. She's fucking out of line.
She is wild. This is a grown ass woman, bro.
No. This is where I am very upset at Zion Williamson because first of all, I'm not gonna repeat what I said already, but NDA, yeah, that's already established.
You upset with this nigga for what?
Huh?
I said you upset with him for what?
Bro, there should be consequences for this woman's actions.
It should be consequences for his actions.
Well, no. Well, these are the consequences for his actions for not giving this girl an NDA this woman NDA from the jump.
Facts.
So we are all witnessing his consequences because he chose not to be proactive. And this is what happens when you give a girl a rope. She want to be a motherfucking cowgirl and start roping your ass bullshit.
That bitch let him spit in her mouth, bro.
This girl has been dropping tweets, texts. She done texted this man. She done tattooed this man's name on her face. This shit got so out of pocket.
Let me ask y'all. So do y'all think that this might be the end of his career? Because let me think. Let's think about it. If she's doing this with the Pelicans, what's stopping her from doing this with any other team he get with?
She been banned from Twitter.
Well, see, I don't think he's out. I think he's done out of the league. I think that his prestigious innocence, his marketability has been shot. Very, very, it's been shot. It's gone. His credibility. I mean, the dude was the cover of 2K for crying out loud a couple years ago. So that's done. All that is done. See, Kobe had some shit like this, and even though it ain't social media, once the legal shit got taken care of, that shit was done. Kobe took it to a whole nother level. These boys ain't built like that. I don't see Zion going to another team and balling out the gym. I wish he should, but I don't see him balling out the gym after this. I feel like this is going to be.
I personally think he doesn't the whole reason behind any of this is because he does not want to be in New Orleans anymore.
What?
Yeah, bro. I mean, obviously him and this the shit with the porn star and shit is, that's some whole other shit. But the nigga doesn't want to be there, bro. The nigga was healthy enough to play and help them make the playoffs or whatever, or get a little further in the playoffs or whatever for the play-in, and the nigga decided not to play. He doesn't want to be in New Orleans anymore. That's all it is.
Yeah, they did make him sign a contract to where when he came back from off that injury, he had to sign a contract to where he stayed under 270.
Yeah, he got to stay under a certain amount of weight and all that shit, which is, in all honesty, is kind of good for him, healthy-wise and shit, but it's like, my nigga, he like, bro, I ain't trying to do this shit. He's like, I'm trying to go somewhere else and live free, do what the fuck I want to do.
What does that mean? I mean, I get what you're saying, but that doesn't make sense. So you don't want to play for the Pelicans. So you're gonna do this. What makes you think that you're gonna go to the team that you want to go to, number one? And then what makes you think that they're gonna be like, oh, we understand why you did what you did with the Pelicans. We're gonna give you free range and you could do whatever you want to do because they was tripping. Nah, nigga, you was tripping.
Bro, I feel like he wants to come to Charlotte and Charlotte wants him, because then think about it, all the shit these Charlotte players are doing, they got a freedom of range. Like a lot of these fucking Charlotte players and got locked up and still on the team, ain't no consequences didn't happen. You ain't seen none of these players get suspended.
Yeah, exactly. So my whole thing is like, what makes you think he not finna get free reign, bro? This is a grown ass man, bro. I mean, yeah, he 23 years old, but y'all paying this nigga millions of dollars, bro. You not finna tell this nigga what the fuck he can and can't do, bro. He finna go do what he wants. Like, obviously, keep himself clean. You know, like, don't be out here goddamn robbing niggas, doing all this bullshit to end up in jail. But, like, nigga, he go out here fucking who he want to fuck. You can't tell him he can't go out here and fuck who he wants to fuck.
That's not the problem. That's not the problem.
That is the problem. What else is there? What else is it? What else is the problem?
The problem is he can't get his sexual shit in check. That's why it's fucking up his on court shit. We have no problem with you fucking with who you fucking on with. We have a problem with you being overweight. We have a problem with you not wanting to play. We have a problem with you not giving gratitude to the team that drafted you to get into the league. So what makes you think that?
But see, before he got hurt, bro, like the second time, because he got hurt twice. The first time when he came back, he upheld to that part of the contract. The man was in shape. He looked in better shape than when he was at Duke. The man was balling. And my whole thing about this with Zion, bro, is like he will go to another team and another team will pick him up. You might be right about him not getting free reign, and you might have to, you know, have this little contract signed on the side where he, you know, he's got to uphold his end of the deal to play and make sure he gets his bonuses and stuff, right? But the man has not had a bad game since he's been in the NBA, bro.
Okay.
He has been one of the most efficient powerhouses to come out of that draft class. Yeah, he might not play all the time because he's been hurt and he might be overweight or whatever, bro. But the man, when he does play, is a force. He is unstoppable. So that's why I feel like if the man gets out of New Orleans, which is a small market team, right? Go somewhere. He might come to Charlotte. Charlotte's a small market team too. But we had Michael Jordan behind our name. So, you know, and then you got Zion Williamson. He's a Jordan athlete. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, why not? So, I mean, and then he come up here and play with LaMelo Ball, bro, and shit like that, bro. These niggas, we Lob City. We finna be Lob City over here in Charlotte. So, then we get Brandon Ingram. Nigga, we can make some noise.
Oh, my God.
Make some noise, better than them sorry-ass Lakers and goddamn.
I'm really upset at this new generation of basketball players that the bar is so fucking low. Ja Morant and Zion Williamson have single-handedly made the level of the standard of what's okay and what's not okay so fucking low. So I think that Zion will go to another team. I feel like he will be picked up. Do I feel like he's going to play at the same level he played at before? Sure. Do I feel like he can play at a higher level than he played at before? Sure. But do I believe that he is going to transcend the game like destined to when he first came in the league? No, I don't. Because too many times I've seen him get sidetracked or derailed. So much so because we're all human. Even the basketball players who have millions of dollars are still going to have fuck ups. But it's starting to become too frequent for these new high status basketball players. I mean, even in college, when they get into the league, to get in too much bullshit. Like this, I put it this way: Zion Williamson went to New Orleans. Who was his road dog? Who was his number 2 on Duke?
RJ Barrett.
RJ Barrett. Where'd he go? Where is he?
Knicks.
New York. I ain't heard a peep out this motherfucker since he got to New York.
Wait, hold on now.
Whoa. Don't do it like that. Them niggas just made the playoffs.
No. I'm not talking about bad. I'm talking about bad shit. I'm talking about bullshit. I'm talking about getting you into some fuck shit to fuck up your career. He's in New York. He can definitely get his ass in some trouble.
Oh, that nigga from Canada, bro. He go home.
But you got to think about it, though. When you in the bigger city, bro, you got more of a spotlight on you. So you got to be more cautious. I feel like Zion, I think when he out there in New Orleans, it's that old small little country-ass state. The spotlight ain't that big. I might be in New Orleans, yeah, it's a little bit big, but it's only going to be big when the Mardi Gras comes. So I got more, like, freedom. I feel like I got more freedom. If he was in New York or L.A., Miami, Texas, I feel like this wouldn't have came out.
Right.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. You want to know why? Because Odell Beckham. I'm not switching off the football, but Odell Beckham, same situation. New York is a place to get you in some bullshit real easy. I feel like RJ Barrett is a very smart young man who knows how to take care of his shit. Even if he is on the same, I'm talking about he's in New York, so the freaks. Listen, oh girl, if Zion is having this much fun in New Orleans, I know RJ Barrett having a ball in New York. So
but you can keep it quiet in these big cities. In these small cities,
no, the fuck you can't. No, you can't.
It's so many. Everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing it. So why can't you keep it quiet? In these small cities, everybody's not doing what you're doing. Everybody's not riding around in these $1 million cars in these small cities. New York, everybody's riding around in these $1 million cars. Everybody's doing the same thing. Everybody's party life is the same way.
Then you also have to understand there's two cases. Like, you might not believe it, but it's a difference between you being the number 1 overall pick and being the 4th pick.
Especially when you sign a $90 million contract with Jordan. Like off the gate before you even put a basketball on the NBA court.
That shit talk. Niggas might not even know about basketball, but they say, oh, that nigga was the number 1 pick in the draft. Oh, that nigga got bread. So you got number 1 pick and you got 4 pick.
That's just like at Butler, bro. When y'all was at Butler playing football, bro, the number 1 star on the team had all the bitches, right or wrong?
Yes, they did.
That's how we look. That's how I'm looking at it.
Let's do. Let's finish up this little discussion we had about the sub.
Okay.
Since we know what happened now.
Yeah. So the submarine imploded, and they literally found. They just so happened to find the submarine as the last breath of air was leaving the submarine. So very cool.
Like day 1 or day 2 that they said the military submarines heard like a knocking sound.
Yeah, they said they heard a knocking sound near the where
they lost the signal, right? In communication. That knocking was when that goddamn shit imploded.
See, that's the shit, man. Like Whitley showed me a picture or a video of some man that was washed up on shore, and they said the bodies were frozen. There's a whole bunch of stories coming out about the submarine shit. I personally, as I was looking more about it, this seems very mafia-like.
I don't believe they ever went down there.
Well, see, where as we were talking about it for the last couple of days, and I was just listening and going over it, I was like, this sounds real mafia-like. This sounds like, you know what? We could kill y'all, but instead of killing y'all, get into the submarine and take a trip to the Titanic. Like, that sounds like some mafia shit. Like, we're gonna lock you in this submarine and you're gonna take a nice little tour to the Titanic. And y'all never
feel like these niggas knew what was gonna happen to them, because if somebody gonna give me a piece of paper and tell me that I have the possibility of dying and I just paid $250,000, I don't think I want to get on that. I think I want you to give me my money back and I'm gonna go about my business. I'm gonna invest that somewhere else or go do something else.
See, white people like to do things that are unique. So I stopped questioning the things. Like, literally, I was watching a dude who be with lions all day. He's chilling with the lions, just, acting like he part of the pride. Like, all right, white man, you do that. Not me. Not us.
That's just all I really wanted to say about this sub, because I was just like, that shit just doesn't make any sense to me on how y'all just, right before air runs out, y'all found them, and it was like, oh, the shit imploded. We just found out that it imploded down there. That was the wreckage. And then it's like, have they not recovered the wreckage, or can they not recover it because the shit sunk all the way down there to the Titanic?
I mean, what is there to recover for real?
The fucking debris. What you mean?
Like, if I'm understanding this correctly, a submarine, when it implodes, it basically it imploded. So that basically means there's nothing to recover. It imploded.
What do you mean there's nothing to recover? Because do you think the shit just evaporated?
I mean, what I'm saying is it's just pieces of stuff. Like, there's nothing solid.
Exactly. They need to recover the parts. They're going to recover the parts and figure out what was wrong, right? So they can do it better next time.
I find it very hard that the people who are investigating this are going to find sufficient evidence to tell us anything that we as the population don't already know. That shit was stupid. Submarine was bullshit. The controls was bullshit. Everybody in there should not have went in there. And let's just say, for the sake of argument, a submarine usually implodes when it's under so much pressure that it can't handle. You know what I'm saying? It's under too much pressure. So let's just say most reasons why submarines implode, most reasons, is because when they descend, either when they go down, especially when they come up. But when you're coming up from a submarine, you have to come at a very slow pace because of the pressurized air and the science behind the pressure and you elevating and going down into the sea. If you go too fast, you'll start crushing some shit. It will implode, right? So I just don't think that we need to do any more investigation over something that really doesn't need any investigating.
So I feel like you're right on that, but then again, this is what I feel like on this topic. I feel like they never went down there, and it was all a distraction, just because I don't know if you've seen, but they just approved lab-grown meat. So I feel like all that was just a distraction to get people pulled away, so they wouldn't be worried about what's going on in this court case about this lab-grown meat about to get approved.
There's been a couple of things that's been happening while the submarine shit is going on. Also, I don't know if I mentioned it, but did I mention it in the last podcast? But the $6.2 billion accountant mistake.
I heard about that, but did you also hear about the 300 immigrants that drowned out there in I forgot where it was at though, but they drowned. Well, the ship sinked out there in open water. It was in a foreign country.
Mm-hmm. No, I haven't heard that story, but I know there were.
But you see, you haven't heard it because they're not putting that on the news like they putting on the 5 people that was in the submarine supposedly. But you see how they cried out for international help for the submarine, but they didn't cry out for international help with these 3 immigrants that was sinking on this boat.
Listen, man, we know how this shit rock, man. And honestly, I'm at a point now where even when we were talking about it in real time, I was like, man, this is the most stupidest thing. This obviously sounds like I know this is very insensitive because these people are dead. But I was thinking after the podcast, I was like, this literally sounds like, let's just play into this. This sounds like y'all got into some bullshit and somebody had a plan to kill y'all asses. And that's what happened. Y'all obviously, because it doesn't make any sense. Who would voluntarily go into a submarine with the door, with the shit created like that, with the lack of technological advancements inside the motherfucker? Obviously it was either that or you finna get tortured or some shit. So instead of us torturing your ass, put your ass in the submarine and just go down there and die under your own means, right? Sounds like concrete shoes. So that's where after a while I was like, damn, that's pretty fucked up. But at the same time, it's like, man, there's so much going on in the world. I'm just thinking about all the people that were involved, and it's very insensitive, but I don't give a fuck. Ain't no black people in there. Niggas knew what time it was. Niggas was smart enough to know that shit was bullshit. Therefore, there wasn't a single black cat in that situation. So I was like, man, I'm off of this.
Well, you got to think about it. Black people scared as fuck to get in that water. Black people don't even know how to swim. 95% of black people don't know how to swim. Yeah, we not getting so niggas ain't getting the open water. Black people scared of what they claustrophobic. So niggas ain't getting no small ass spot.
No tin can and going down no fucking 14 to 20,000 feet. Bro. Hell nah. Ain't no Negro doing that.
See,
I don't give a fuck how much you could pay me $250,000, man. I still ain't going in that motherfucker.
Yeah, man. But RIP to those people who passed during that implosion.
It was a sad time, but I still don't believe they went down there.
Yeah.
These is billionaires. These ain't no millionaires. These ain't no thousandaires. These is billionaires that went down there. I don't think these people died.
Yeah, nah. It was to get away from some shit.
Especially not no guy that went down there with his son, his 19-year-old son.
Americans say that they need 2.2 million to be considered wealthy. According to a recent survey by Charles Schwab, Americans' perception of wealth has changed in recent years, and in order to be considered wealthy, in the U.S., it now takes 2.2 million. The survey also found that people are placing less importance on money and material possessions when defining wealth, with a focus on well-being and enjoying experiences. Younger generations, such as millennials and General Z, were more likely to report feeling wealthy compared to older generations. So I brought this up because obviously we talking about money and how the dollar bill is depreciated and how people have to go above and beyond to have the an actual stable way of life because of the inflation of what's going on in the country. So we all talk about wealth, and wealth is subjective to people. But I love it when surveys like this come out. This is the number that says you're wealthy. 2.2 million. Y'all think y'all wealthy at 2.2 million?
Nope, hell no.
So
more than that.
But see, here's the other thing, right? And this is where I also talking about it on certain other episodes. So a lot of the billionaires, like the older billionaires, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, blah blah blah, when they speak and they share stories or share advice and tips to the younger generation, they always speak on living your life and enjoying experiences. One of the biggest things, if I had any regrets while on my journey to success, I wish I would have spent more time with love. I wish I would have had more experiences with friends. I wish I would have took more time for myself instead of just being busy, work. And I hear that a lot. I'm starting to hear that a lot more often when it comes to these wealthy millionaires/billionaires. And I don't know how I feel about that shit.
I feel like, man, if you trying to get rich, man, you ain't got time for friends and family. You trying to get wealthy.
But see, find something that can
I can holler at you when I get to the point I'm getting at.
Find something where you can spend time with your family and friends and make money while you're doing it.
So if you had a career path that leads to your version of wealth and success, but you're gonna be by yourself, you're gonna be alone, you're gonna be in the trenches.
So when you say alone, are you talking about like you don't got no significant other, or you still got your family, your brothers, cousins, friends, or you just ain't got no significant other like a kid?
You ain't got nobody.
Well, no, it's more so that
you should put it more as a significant other, because like look at Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates take all his homeboys with him, but he still got a wife and shit, and he had the level of wealth where you would think if he was at his level, you would think he'd be wealthy, right?
True.
Kevin Hart.
An example. I wouldn't have gonna use Kevin Gates.
I mean Kevin Hart. My bad. Kevin Hart. My bad.
Oh, I was like Kevin Gates.
My bad, my brother. Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart.
Well, yeah. See, now this is interesting, right? Because this is entertainment. He's a comedian, and not to get specific, but I would think that his material would stem from his relation. I feel like he needs his friends and his family and his people around him for him to have the material he has. I feel like if he's by himself living and whatever, he won't be able to have the material because it's not authentic. So I feel like that is not an anomaly, but I'm speaking more so of like regular jobs, not necessarily entertainment. So like you, Dillion, you're deep.
I feel like the question should be more like as if you more working for like if your job is more dealing with like the government, say like Tesla is more, once he grew it up to where it's the part where it's dealing with the government now, it's okay, now it's like, all right, I can't fuck around. I don't have no wife. I don't have no kids. It's like strictly me and my business. This is all I can grow because now I'm fucking with the government. Just like Bill Gates. At a point, he had a family. You know, he had his kids. He did that. But he grew older. Now he got a divorce and all that because now he at the point where he's fucking with the government. So I feel like any job where you grow or any business that you do and you grow it to where it's at the level to where the government is like, all right, motherfucker, we coming in and we won't end saying this. That's when I feel like, all right, now it's got to be all put to the side. Just like if he was working. Like if you work for the government, if you was a police officer, so say 9 times out of 10, female police officers they're looked down upon because if they date somebody or if they got a boyfriend or if they got a husband or if they date somebody in the force also, because they like, oh, you can't date nobody and you trying to be a fucking detective because we need you on call 24/7. But it's a different look when a male does it, because the male can have his wife at home and kids, and he like, motherfucker, I don't want home to my kids.
Is this? I don't know. How am I trying to say this? At what point do you feel like this is for me? I'm doing this for me because this is what I view, and this is my dream. This is my success. Versus I'm doing this like I'm doing this for my kids, my legacy, XYZ. But if you ain't never put that work into doing that, then what are you really doing it for? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then again, it's like it's at the point to where like, all right, if like detailing is kind of different, because it's like that's more of a business where you can be a family owned business. You know what I'm saying? If I was to do like Bill Gates or like Steve Jobs, the Apple. Say if I was doing Apple, at a point, yeah, it'd be family business, but then at a point, it'll be to a point to where it'll be so grown and so well known, it'll be across the globe. It'll be in points of the world where I can't touch. So then at that point, that's when the government to come in, because now we talking about electronics when I'm talking about Steve Jobs on Apple. You know what I'm saying? So detailing wise, it wouldn't get to that level, because anything I could do on detailing wise or at the highest level I could do, it wouldn't benefit the government. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Apple, Steve Jobs type shit, jobs like that, Bill Gates, them shits benefit the government off that technology that they got. So I feel like anybody that's at that high level that it benefits the government, then yeah, that's where it takes a toll on you. Like, okay, I can't have no family. My kids is not in my life. You know what I'm saying? That's where people start. Oh, my dad's a billionaire, but I haven't talked to him. Why? Because he's gone. He does this, but he got everything paid for. But because he's working with the government. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I feel that. Okay.
That's why I feel like I go with it, because it's like that's why I was saying like the conclusion with it, like with the police officer, because like most female officers, I don't know if you watch like TV or like First 48 or like shit like that, but most female officers can't have a husband or wife. I mean, a man in their life when they in the law enforcement, because they say it take a toll on their life. You know what I'm saying? While they working in
on the force,
the government and police enforcement type shit. But if in the male wise, they don't look at it like that.
I feel that.
So that's why I say it like that, because it's like anything that it benefits the government, then yeah, that's when it's like, all right, I need all your full attention. Anything you do, we seek it into it. So then that's when it's like it takes a toll on you. So like some people are taking like, all right, I don't want my family into this now. So I'm just gonna do what I gotta do for these guys to keep my family over here. If I gotta go away for 10 years, they don't never see me again, but I'm just gonna make sure I can pay for everything. Mm-hmm. Like when the government get involved, it's a different ballgame.
I feel that. Okay. I feel that. I mean, shit. My music. As an artist, as a detail, you detail cars and can be. I don't know, Cam. You might fuck around and do so well in them planes. You might be fucking with them.
And see, like your music. See, like right now, I already know what you rap about. You rap about the good shit like J. Cole and all them niggas like Jay-Z. So when it get to the point to where you get to that level, it's gonna be to the point where the government like, oh yeah, see, you touching a lot of motherfuckers in this world, so now you fucking with us, and then that's where it's gonna be taking a toll on you to where like, oh, do I want to put my family in this? Because you could be like a Jay-Z, and then now you got to put your wife in it, and now your whole family in the the little mix. Mm-hmm. Or you could be like J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar, and where you ain't got no kids and it's just you, or you ain't got, you know what I'm saying?
No, I got what you're saying. No, it's. Hey man, listen. I when it I be thinking about that crossroads all the time.
Yeah, so it just depends on how high you get up and how many people are paying attention to you and how much profit you're bringing in. Because them three matters. Matter of fact, like them three factors right there matter.
Right.
So if you're at that level to where they paying attention and it's getting the eye of the government, they coming for you. So then that's when it's gonna switch your personality or your persona on what you got going on or your personal life.
True shit. Let's talk about like this is a sports thing, sports entertainment shit. We're gonna get right back to sports. So this NCAA 24 EA it's now a lawsuit. Now the shit done turned into a lawsuit. So I don't know if you know, Dillion, but they was talking about making the new college football game, NCAA 2024, and they were in the works to make it. There was an issue that came about because they were paying the athletes everyone $500 per player, and they wasn't feeling that. And now it's gone so much to where there's a lawsuit involving the team. Cam, you done sent me that, didn't you? Yeah, you sent me that, Cam. So EA Sports hit lawsuit over college football game. The Brand R Group, which has deals with 54 Division I schools to negotiate group licensing agreements, is suing EA over the name, image, and likeness deals that EA is offering athletes to participate in the EA Sports college football game. So I think, like we said before, Cam, there ain't no game if the Division I teams ain't in it.
Exactly.
Ain't no game if the SEC ain't playing ball. Ain't no game if the ACC ain't playing ball. So it looks like the people who own these likenesses and logos of these schools is not playing ball. And I'm telling you, bro, like, I feel like the NCAA gaming, like the whole legacy has been so strong for so long. That's where, like, I'm getting real irritated that these new, like, this has nothing to do with money. Like, I mean, no, I'm sorry. It's everything to do with money. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one gives a fuck about the game. Like, I want my bread. Ain't nobody playing nothing if I don't get my bread. But it's like, bro, y'all, this class of college kids who are now getting the opportunity to get paid that I'm talking about decades of other college players never even had the opportunity, never had the chance, probably didn't even trip over it because they were just playing the game. Now, y'all, we have an opportunity to bring it back, and you group of motherfuckers want to be the one to make the money issue. I think that's bullshit. I think that's fucking bullshit, bro. Like, even now that high school kids and college kids can get paid before they go to the league, I didn't like it. I remember we had this argument in high school, and I was not with it, bro. But paying these college athletes before they get to the league was going to cause more problems than good shit, and this is one of the problems, bro. Like, who the fuck are y'all? I'm sorry, bro. Like, we only care about the first 32 niggas in the draft. The rest of you niggas, we don't care.
You know what, bro? That is some disrespect because you want to know what? The goddamn GOAT. The greatest quarterback of all time didn't go top 32, so.
Which is who?
Fucking Tom Brady.
Well, Tom Brady wasn't on the cover of an NCAA game.
He didn't have to be.
Exactly. And he ain't got no money. He ain't had no endorsement, and he's the GOAT. So what I'm saying is, who are these entitled little motherfuckers that we do not know your name? Because here's the thing, like I said before, I promise you, the ones who are bitching about this shit obviously it's the brand, but the players who are making the most noise are not the star athletes because they're getting their bread off of some other shit, and it ain't the people and the players in the back who ain't getting no money because they just happy to get some money. It's the players in the middle. It's them, and that's where I have a problem, bro. It's like, who are y'all? Y'all are nobody. And the fact that they're the ones making or breaking the comeback of this wonderful, notorious game, it's really pissing me off, man. Really pissing me off. Because Madden ain't done shit for years. So NCAA was always my go-to when Madden was on bullshit.
You should write a letter, Kes.
Man, they ain't gonna listen to me. I ain't got time for it. I should write a letter.
Send an email.
I should send him an email, huh? Yeah, I should. Motherfuckers.
To all the non-Power 5 schools. Tell them to shut the fuck up.
But see, here's the thing, right? This brand or Brand R is they're speaking for 54 Division I schools. So I don't know who those 54 schools are, and I don't even know if all those schools, I'm guessing all those schools represent different conferences. So, I mean, we're talking about conferences, but we need Division I schools in the NCAA game. You can't have an NCAA game without Division I. So, you know, that's where it's like shit. If y'all ain't playing ball, then there ain't no ball. There ain't no game to have. Because college basketball has been gone for how long? Like, college basketball ended with Carmelo being on the cover of that shit, or Kevin Durant.
Ain't nobody really fuck with college hoops like that anyway.
But I'm just saying, like, I don't know why they stopped making their basketball games, but I mean, in terms of college sports games, the game that was holding the line was NCAA football, and you know they dominated almost every year. So now we're coming to a point where we can finally have conversations and bringing it back. And y'all bitching over $500. That's some bullshit. And y'all get money off of sponsorships now. So it's like so. Because see, here's the thing. I'm tripping so hard about this because this is a player versus fans. I'm speaking for the fans, the football fans who want a game. You players who are just playing, stopping us from getting the greatest game that we done had in 10 years. Fuck y'all.
Hey, bro.
Make me upset. Yo,
they don't give a fuck. They want their $500.
You said what?
I said they don't give a fuck. They want their $500.
No, they want more than $500. They're saying they're basically saying that's bull. That ain't enough. That's bullshit.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
feel like they should give them $500 plus. What's the shit you get when actually like in music?
Royalties.
Yeah, they should give them the royalties.
They're not getting royalties, and I think that's why they're tripping.
Yeah, they should get that though. They should get it.
Why?
Why would you, nigga? You gotta go in on this game for the rest of their life. Anytime somebody can buy this game, they gonna be on this motherfucker.
Bruh. Okay, Dillion. Which NCAA games do you have?
I ain't got none no more.
Okay, so when you played them, did you really know who was who?
I mean, but you gotta think about it. No, I didn't. But you only knew about the stars. That's the only names they put on there. But since you gonna be paying these motherfuckers, you gonna have to put their names on there.
Okay.
So everybody, you gonna learn about these motherfuckers now.
Are you though? Like, I don't think that you should. A real
sports player gonna learn about that motherfucker.
But see, for every college football game, there's only one player that gets noticed.
But you gotta think about it. On these NCAA games, they're not gonna put every college team on here. They only gonna put the stars.
They put damn near everybody on that bitch.
No, but what I'm saying is though, for the NCAA game, whoever is whoever, because Alabama is the greatest team in college football. But their star running back or quarterback's got the cover athlete every year. What I'm saying is, whoever the face is for the cover or the game should probably get bread because he's the cover. But everybody else is customizable as fuck. It's not even, all you know is the number, and it's not even so much where you can detail them to that degree, because just for the game, they're only available, God forbid if they're a senior, they're only available for at most 4 years. After that, that person literally disappears from the game. So that's the part where I'm getting upset, because it's like y'all acting like y'all are NFL players, like y'all are like nah. After 4 years,
yeah, but see, what I feel like they're saying, like, on that part of where you're like the 4 years, it's like, well, okay, they feel like they should be paid for those 4 years that they are going to be in the game, you know.
And that's the part where you are, because I feel like the 500 is gonna. I think that was the deal, and this is where I'm thinking. I could be wrong, but this is where I'm getting upset. I feel like they're looking at this. The players, maybe they're like, "What? Just $500? Nah, like that's it, and I ain't getting nothing else." If you're a freshman, let's say you're a freshman, and this is starting to come in, you're going to at least, before you graduate from college and you stay there all 4 years, you're going to pocket $2,000 from the game. Just being at the school on the team for 4 years.
That ain't shit. I can make that off financial aid, nigga, my first year.
Bruh, but if you're a football player and you've been complaining about not getting paid as an athlete because of X, Y, Z, and you at these top schools, you getting bread. Period. It don't matter. You getting bread. So you are cutting your nose to spite your face for the first year that this happened just because it's only $500? Bruh, come on, man.
That ain't enough, man.
Y'all wasn't getting nothing before.
All right. Let me ask you this,
I think
man.
it's the coach's
Let me ask you this, man. Let me ask you this, man. I'm gonna give you this contract, man. I want you to rap for 4 fucking years under my rap label for $500 fucking for 4 years, my nigga. Come on, let's sign.
That's whatever.
My point. You fucking laughing. My fucking point.
Nah, nigga.
Nah. That's they talent. That's your talent. For 4 years, $500.
All right, but all right. That's $500 from one source, right? Because college players can get paid in other ways now, sponsorships other than that. So you're getting,
bro. You gotta think about it. All them players is not getting paid, bro. All them colleges that we got in the world is not getting paid. All them D1 colleges is not gonna be on the game.
No,
a lot of teams not gonna be on the game.
That was the deal. No, but see, that's why I felt like it was a fair deal, because you got to deal with all these schools, all these players. You can't give. It's not fair to give the star players this amount and then the regular amount this amount. Nah, bro. Like, give everybody a flat 500.
Why is it? Why it's not? Because you got to think about it. All these players is not getting NIL deals. It's only the star players that's getting NIL deals. These other motherfuckers ain't getting these shits. So why not? If you a star, you gonna get paid. Like Deion Sanders say, you look good, you play good, they pay well.
But but Dylan, do you think that the star athletes are the one complaining about this game?
No.
I feel like they not complaining about the game, but I feel like they complaining about the $500 though.
I don't
like most of the star players are the ones complaining about the $500. Like, bro,
I don't think it's the star players.
I don't think it's the star players. I think it's the fucking coaching staff and
I don't think it's the coaching staff
because I don't think them niggas they ain't getting no likeness in the game, and I think it might be them.
The coaches get what? Coaches get paid. The college coaches get paid way before.
Nigga, I understand that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about for the game.
But that's what I'm saying though. They're making it seem like this is the only way to get money for college, for the college sports scene. Once upon a time, there was no bread for college athletes when it came to the game. Y'all get a stream. This is a stream of income, one of many streams of income that y'all can get now.
They could give them niggas $1,000, good, bro.
See, here's the deal. You can give them $1,000, but this ain't $1,000. This ain't $1,000 to one school. This is $1,000 to every single player and every single team of every single division that's on the game.
Let me ask
you, how much you think they making off these fucking ticket sales?
No, it ain't even that. How much do you think that this gaming company is worth, Kesh?
What, billions of dollars?
Okay, then. So you telling me they can't pay? Okay, so what do you think? What do you think that sum total of money will be, even if you multiply that by 4 years?
What I'm saying is
not even a dent in their pocket. Especially when you add in the amount of revenue that they're going to bring in, because this is the game that has not, like you said, that we have been waiting for 10 fucking years. We have not played this game in 10 years, Cass. You know niggas finna buy it. The game could be fucking shit, and niggas still are going to buy it because of the goddamn the nostalgia of playing the game. You know what I'm saying? So they can pay these niggas, bro. They can pay them. But
they are paying them. They just match the number.
Bro, the $500 is. I mean, me personally, if you're getting some money off of it, that's cool, bro. Like, I mean, you should
they're paying these niggas $500. Man, look, you gotta pay me like $500 for the whole, like every fucking.
See, so I feel like it's gotta be $500 for like them niggas being for the 4 years that they there. They get the $500 for this year of the game coming out. That's it.
Hell no.
Bro, that's that new mentality bullshit, bro. I don't fuck with that shit, bro. There have been plenty of college players before you who have been in the
but that's not my fault that they want to put the deal in now. And think about it. How much money do you think these motherfuckers gonna make off of selling this game?
I understand that.
How much money do you think they gonna make off of these ticket sales of watching us play?
Once upon a time, they weren't getting no money off of that. Today, college players are getting. I ain't talking about the game no more. They're getting paid. Period. They can get money now in college. Fuck this game. This game ain't got to come out. They can still make bread. They can still make multiple streams of income off of playing football before they go in the league. The game is another source. What I'm saying is the game just so happens to be a nostalgic moment for all college football fans around the country. But you're tripping off of the amount of this one source of income that you can get. So, because you're tripping over that, everyone has to suffer. When you can make other means of income in other places, being an athlete for this college football team. The game is offering you 500, and you saying, nah, fuck that. And
all right, so what's the other source of income these guys got?
Well, that's what we'll see. Here's where I know certain things, right? They get, because now they get money off of sponsors like billboards, and like they get some of this bread now. Like they,
but you're not getting that unless you a star or if you came in the top rank from high school. You're not getting that shit if you a fucking walk on. You're not getting that shit if you was a fucking second streamer.
So this is what I'm saying to you, Dillion. If you a walk on and you get on the team and you are a part of this package of getting this money with this football deal, are you saying hell no, that ain't enough?
Yeah, I'm still saying hell no, that ain't enough, bro.
Bro, you a walk on.
But you think about it, bro. I'm still a walk on, but bro, I'm finna bring home. You finna pay me $500, bro, right? I'm finna get fucking 2 refund checks for damn near $2,500 back to back. Off with just coming to school, nigga. Not even risking my body. I'm finna go out here and risk my body. You want to give me $500? Nigga, come on, pay me, my nigga. You finna sell this fucking game for trillions of dollars across the globe. Nigga, these ticket sales is finna go up just off of these games, nigga.
Nah. See, it ain't. See, I'm not finna say that they finna make $1 trillion billion. They ain't finna make $1 trillion billion off of this game.
Bruh, how much money you bro? The last NCAA game was 2014. You know how many people are waiting on this game, nigga? When this game come out, I'm gonna buy this game.
I understand, but you making it seem like the world is waiting for this game. The world is not waiting for this game.
A lot of people is waiting on this game. A lot of people is waiting on this game.
A lot of people are, but I'm not gonna. I'm saying this. I love NCAA, but NCAA is not game of the year type.
But you gotta think about it. Which one is more like? Which one would you rather more watch or play? Fucking college football or NFL?
College.
My point, because nigga, they got more to prove.
But what I'm saying is though, like from a consumer standpoint, this game is not global, right? This game is only being demanded to the American college football fans around the USA. The UK ain't tripping about this. Brazil ain't tripping about this. The world don't care about NCAA. We care about it. So that's why we want it. So when we saying, oh, the game this, the game that, it's like, bro, we understand. Like, this is nostalgic for football lovers, right? This NCAA ain't about to be game of the year. It ain't about to get them awards.
But all I'm gonna say is it might be game of the year, because I'm gonna say this, and like, I mean, no disrespect, but Brazil and all these other countries don't fucking matter because they don't have football over there. Like, they might have people who come to America, like, they transfer over here, come play, and then they happen to come to college and play football, or they move over here at a young age or some shit like that, end up playing football or some shit, right? But they still end up becoming American, right? So that argument is kind of invalid because, it doesn't really matter about these other countries, because at this point, like, with this game, America is the world, so it is on a global standing, in retrospect, dealing with the world, because America, is only big in America, and so it's coming out in America. So shit, it could possibly be the number one game in the country. You see, Dill say he don't even play the shit, he gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine how many niggas who never really even played it like that, just are gonna be like, oh shit, NCAA coming out. Oh my god, let me get this.
You gotta think about it, bro. It's gonna be a collectible item, because bro, ain't no saying that they're gonna come out with this shit again the next year after that.
Yeah, this be the only game.
It's gonna be the trial test again, just like the first year when they first came out with it.
Right, we might be waiting on 2034. Some wild shit.
A lot of people gonna buy this game. So with that being said, they gonna have enough money to pay these guys. They gonna pay these guys $1,000, bro. $500 not enough. $1,000 a piece is cool. That's solid.
See, here's what I'm saying. This is the first time that they're doing this. So I feel like it could have. What I'm saying is, bro, this is the first attempt of them trying to get back into the get back into the race of making the game. So I'm not saying that the deal is gonna be like good forever. It might change, but if we can't agree, I'm just saying the players and the game industry, if they can't agree on a number, and get the first game out and see what, because the thing, we talking about all these numbers and stats. These are 10 years old stats. So we're hoping that when the game come out that that the numbers in the billions and shit. But, and if that is true, then the next year that they come out, there should be some renegotiations. I just feel like the college players, or the voice, or the people who are voicing the college players' opinions, is not doing it well business wise. Because if you speaking for all of the college players, or these 51 Division I school teams, then you need to speak for every single person. I feel like the majority of the people who have a problem with the money and are people who are broke, who ain't got no bread, who ain't like, this is the only thing that's gonna get y'all some bread. Like, all
right, so if we gonna put it that way, I feel like this then. I feel like if we gonna do the NCAA then, if we gonna do 500, I feel like then every fucking team in the fucking college football should be on that motherfucker. Then everybody from D3, they should get paid 500. D2 should get paid about $1,000. D3 should get paid from 15 to 2,000. If this thing we gonna do it then.
I agree. I mean, if that's how, I mean, here's the thing. I'm not disagreeing with you. I feel like they got the budget.
Because how you gonna pay? Because if they do NCAA, they only putting the D3, the D1s on there. If you just gonna pay the D1s, bro, then hell no, bro. You gotta pay everybody then.
And see, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, D1, fuck, and like, again, they haven't had the game in 10 years. These schools make a lot of revenue by themselves. And now that there are things in place that college players get paid now, the players are being taken care of. They've been getting taken care of because there hasn't been a game anyway. So now that there's a game coming, if to these players, these new guys, it's nothing but it's all to them, especially since there wasn't a game when they was around. This is just another stream of income for y'all. But because y'all mad at the number, you gonna say fuck it for everybody? I think that's fucked up.
It ain't for everybody, it's just for D1 niggas. D1 niggas already getting paid.
And that's the part where it's like, why y'all tripping? Y'all already getting paid. So y'all tripping, so y'all want a bigger number than what y'all already getting? Because if this is D2 or D3, I understand. These are D1. These are the top of the top. And with y'all gross how much each Saturday? And y'all tripping over $500? Bro, come on, bro.
Colorado is D1 school, right?
Yeah.
All right, so look, Colorado, D1 school, right?
Right.
How many motherfuckers you think when they come out with the game? How many motherfuckers you think gonna get paid from Colorado off that school, bro? It's only gonna be fucking Shador, the 2 wide receivers, and they son, and probably like 2 O linemen. Everybody else from that D1 school ain't gonna get paid.
Well, what they said in the article was every single player was going to receive $500, even from the star to the walk-on to the last nigga who walking on. They all getting $500. I feel like the people who are causing the most problems about that is that middle section. And that's the biggest bulk. That's the biggest bulk of the team, is that middle section. Because the top 5% is making money in other places, so this is just another thing to add to their shit, and it's exposure for them. So they ain't about to say no to this. And then for the walk-ons and the guys in the back who ain't getting no bread, y'all walked on. You getting bread to be in the game. You definitely ain't finna run that off. So the only people that are making it harder for these two other groups is the middle group, and y'all motherfuckers is few and far between. Half of y'all ain't even gonna make it to the league. A third of y'all ain't gonna make it to the league. But y'all want to dictate if we have another NCAA game. Fuck that.
That's why the niggas tripping, because half of the niggas know they're not gonna make it to the league, niggas. So I need to stack my bread while I can, while I'm in the motherfucking college.
Well, niggas,
$2,000 ain't gonna help me, nigga. That's gonna keep niggas.
Then you need to go triple time on your get that money. Don't hold us hostage, nigga.
Oh no, you can't say that, because how many niggas that went to college, nigga, in the degree, they niggas working a regular job?
Well, from an athlete standpoint,
nigga, life period. Athlete life period.
Well, I get that, but that's the part where it's like, well, listen, we talk. This is very very like in-house circle, like for the game, like, you know, in terms of your major and what you're trying to do with your life, that's different. But we talking about NCAA football. Like football is life. And the niggas who say football is life, they ain't finna be tripping over $500, bro. They not. If I was in this era, right, and
when you come from nothing, you're not tripping about $500. I feel you. Yeah, you gonna get that $500 and ain't gonna complain. Especially when you come from another state, nigga, and your family barely can afford the college that you at. For sure. They gonna take the $500, don't say nothing.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. It's like who's the one who has the problem? I want to know who has the problem, because I promise you it's a very distinct group of people who have a problem with this, because everybody else is like, yeah, let's get it popping. I ain't had a game in 10 years. I would love to, and not for nothing, Dylan. I mean, I don't know about you, but I know me. When 2014 came out, and that was when we were seniors, and our junior class, the senior class graduated, and we had a couple guys that went to some of these big time schools, right? Two things. I don't know if you ever did this. Well, you never had the game, Dylan, but we talking about this a lot, but it's cool. There's two things you could do, right? There are literally people who go out of their way to go through the whole roster of the NCAA and they create a roster. Like, they create the most realistic roster, all the teams, all the faces, all that shit, right? They have people who do that. They do that in Madden right now. They do that. And then also, not for me, when I had NCAA 14, you best believe I put Riley Ferguson as the top quarterback in Tennessee. You best believe I put Peter Colombai in Stanford, you know, as the goddamn linebacker. I had Juwan Edwards as the running back for Ball State. So we can do that anyways without them doing that. So now that it's actually structured and y'all getting the money behind it, it's actually structured. Y'all want a bitch? Nah, bro, I ain't tripping. I'm off that. I'm off of it now. I'm done. I'm talking about this shit for 20 minutes. I'm off it. Bullshit though. Shit, man. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like, you know, when it comes to the boys, I feel like we done got all the topics we want to talk about. Everything else is kind of like, you know, we ain't got to cover. We done hit like the hour mark. Well, we dealt well over the hour mark now.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Yeah, no, man.
This is, man, with your good fellow partners, man. You know, you come out with some good stuff.
Nah, man, nah. Like, if anything, you know, it's been a very slow week. So, you know, ain't nothing really been popping. Oh, actually, we can finish it. We can finish it with the Duke shit that we can It ended on some North Carolina shit. Yeah. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Where it is. Carson Wentz.
So what y'all see about the Duke University, right?
Yeah.
They talk about for the fall, they're gonna pay for the families that need to go to college that make under $165,000 a year.
Yes.
And lower, they're gonna pay for them for semesters.
Ooh. Yes.
For their kids to go to college.
Yes. Thank you. So yes, exactly what you said. Duke University will offer free tuition to students from the Carolinas whose families earn less than $150,000 annually. Additionally, students whose families have an annual income of less of $65,000 will receive assistance for housing, meals, and other expenses. So yeah, I thought that was pretty fucking cool, because, you know, Duke is definitely a very high prestigious school. You know, the fact they doing that, I thought that was dope, bro. I wanted to shout out.
I feel like that's dope too, because if you think about it, if you ever go to like the Durham, Raleigh area, nigga, that shit like is more populated by black people.
Right.
So I feel like, yeah, that gives that black community a better chance at going to college and getting a better degree, especially at that high ass college.
Yeah, that's some top 5 schools in the nation.
Yeah, no, I'm glad that they're doing that, man. You know, like it. And see, this is what I'm saying. Like, well, let me not backtrack. But when schools like this have a very high reputation, a very high prestige, they got money. You know what I'm saying? They got money to bless the community and bless the areas that are around them. So I'm glad that, you know, schools like Duke, or I don't know if the school's doing this, but Duke is definitely being the trendsetter for saying, yeah, man, we got bread, bro. Let's help these people out. So I fuck with that.
Yeah, fact. Me too. It's solid. That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Like they definitely showing appreciation. And I mean, I ain't never been to Duke's University, so I don't know if like, you know, they got anything popping over there. But I mean, shit, if it's about the education, I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
One of the top schools for education, so get an education from.
Yeah, I was about to say, Cam, shit, man, you need to apply.
Fuck no. Fuck Duke.
Oh, you at UNC Chapel Hill, man. That's right.
Yeah, Tar Heel State.
Hey, man, so you wouldn't go to Duke for the education?
I go to Carolina.
But Carolina's not offering this opportunity.
I go to Carolina.
Wow.
Hell nah. Not going to Duke. Fuck Duke.
You'll see me at Duke.
I'm saying, fuck all that, man. You trying to bless me? I'll be Duke Blue Devil. Fuck it.
Yeah, facts. I will Duke Blue Devil.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, man. Everything else on here, we can cover later. I ain't tripping off this. I did want to talk about the double XL freshman class. Only because this is the last topic. Double XL freshman class. I could give two fucks about anybody else. The only person I care on there is Tia Corinne, because she's from Charlotte. I mean, she's from the Carolinas. She's definitely been closer to my camp, not me, but my camp of music friends. So I know this is a very celebratory moment for her. So congratulations to Tia Corinne for making the double XL freshman class. Shout out to Carolina, and your boy's gonna be on that bitch very soon too. So yeah, man, shout out to her.
Shout out to her. Holding on, man, especially going to Winston-Salem State.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she went to Winston-Salem State, right?
Yep.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying, she's definitely like, you know, a hometown hero, you know what I'm saying? Definitely, you know, a lot of people. I mean, I know, you know, I ain't never met her personally, but I know a lot of homies who knew her and, you know, grew up with her and are definitely happy about this moment. I got a homie that does a radio show on the AMP app, and that's my dog. I love him. But I be listening to his show sometimes, and like this nigga be on it. He be having hella people on it. He be having like a guest on the show. So last thing I need is him to have Tia on the damn radio show, and it's like I'm like, damn, I should have got her on the podcast. Fuck. Nigga be killing shit. Nah, bro. Like, see, we had a musical friend. Me and my homeboy. His name is Pat. He got a radio show on AMP app. Yeah, he had a mutual friend of ours named Chasen. Chasen just dropped the album, right? She just dropped the album like a week ago. And I was like, I posted it, and I was like, that's what's up. Soon as I see my man's story at 7:00 on the impact, Chasen Sparks, I'm like, bro, you gotta interview her already? Like, so now I'm gonna look like a sucker ass nigga if I call Chasen and try to get on the podcast. Now I'm second fiddle, nigga. The fuck? I gotta. It's a race to get stars around here, man. But nah, man. Much love to my dog. Much love to everybody in the Carolinas who putting in work. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm on the West Coast, but I still show love to the East Coast every time I can. Because you know that's where I was raised. So, you know, Coast boy to the fullest. Shout out to the Carolina. Shout out to Charlotte. Shout out to Greensboro, A&T. Shout out the East Coast, man. For real. All right, man. I'm good. I ain't got nothing else, man. Y'all got something y'all want to talk about? Y'all anything else on this list y'all want to talk about?
Hold on.
Nah, I think I'm good, my brother.
Yeah,
I'm good. I mean, we'll talk about this next time, though. I'm good.
Oh, you got something next time? Okay. All right, you ain't guys. But nah, man, Dave, thank you, bro. I wish that I had a fresh list of topics, bro, because, you know, we could have really had and we had a full dynamic pod. We could have given you the real experience, you know what I'm saying? But I always love to have you on. Definitely gonna have you on again, so we could get your opinions on other things. But yeah, man, especially what is it? It's June. Yeah, we definitely get you around when football season come around. I'm gonna need all the homies at somewhere along the football season. I know this is like long awaited, but somewhere in the football season, the homies need to get on the pod, and we just need to have these football talks. And I'm going in this season.
Yeah, man, I'm with all that, man. I appreciate you for having me on the podcast, man. You know, man, it was a good opportunity, man. I loved it. I had fun. So next time, man, we're gonna go all out again.
No doubt, man. And, you know, for the listeners, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I have not coughed. I have not flicked a lighter. I don't have no weed this podcast. It's crazy. I know. It's crazy. I ain't coughed. I ain't did shit. I ain't gonna lie. I felt weird this whole podcast. Just you know, dang, like I ain't got no smoke. I ain't got shit. But it's all good. It's, you know, sometimes you gotta do it out. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all again. This is episode 64 of the High Data Podcast. I'm your host, K2. And we out. Peace.
Peace up.